You are standing in a room full of people. Music is playing, voices overlap, someone is laughing nearby, and somehow, underneath all of it, you feel completely alone. You have probably told yourself it does not make sense. You are surrounded by humans. You're in the middle of a conversation. So why does it feel like you are watching everything through glass, present but not there, close but not connected? The answer is not about being antisocial. It is not about shyness or awkwardness or not trying hard enough. The real answer reaches back hundreds of thousands of years into the deepest wiring of what your brain was actually built to do. And once you understand it, everything you have ever felt in a crowded room will suddenly make a different kind of sense. Your brain did not evolve for parties. It did not evolve for cities or offices or social media feeds or networking events with name tags. It evolved for something much smaller, much quieter, and far more intimate. It evolved for a group of around 150 people. People who knew your name, who noticed when you were gone, who depended on you and you on them. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar identified this number after studying the size of primate social groups relative to brain complexity. For the vast majority of human history, that group was your entire world. You were born into it. You grew up in it. You knew every face. You understood every relationship. You knew who to trust, who was struggling, who had your back when things went wrong. Those systems are still running inside you right now. They never stopped. They are scanning every room you walk into, every group conversation you join, every party you attend, and they are measuring one thing above everything else. Am I truly known here? Not liked, not noticed. Known. That distinction matters more than almost anything else. Psychologist John Cacioppo spent decades studying loneliness and found something that changed the way researchers think about human connection. Loneliness, he discovered, is not about the number of people around you. It is about the quality of mutual understanding you feel with those people. You can be surrounded by hundreds of strangers, and your brain will register the same alarm signal as if you were physically isolated on an empty plane. Because to your nervous system, being unseen by everyone in a room is functionally identical to being alone. Your brain treats social disconnection as a threat. Cacioppo and his colleagues found that chronic loneliness activates the same stress response pathways as physical pain. Your cortisol levels rise. Your threat detection systems become hyperactive, more alert, more suspicious, more braced for rejection. Think about what modern social life actually asks of you. You walk into a gathering with dozens or hundreds of people you barely know. You are expected to perform connection, to smile, to ask questions, to be interesting, to project warmth, without any of the shared history, mutual vulnerability, or earned trust that makes real connection feel like connection. Your brain knows the difference. It is not fooled by small talk. It is not satisfied by being briefly amusing to someone who will not remember your name next week. Millions of years of evolution built a brain that monitors belonging the way other systems monitor hunger or thirst, not as a background process, as a survival function. So when you are at a crowded event and nothing feels real, your brain is not malfunctioning. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It is telling you that you are near people, but not with people. And it knows the difference because your brain does not count followers. It does not register notification counts as belonging. It is looking for something much older. It is looking for someone who would notice if you disappeared. When it does not find it, when the room is full but the signal is absent, it trips the alarm. And the alarm does not feel like an alarm. It feels like sadness. It feels like the quiet, inexplicable sense that you are outside something you should be inside. Cacioppo called loneliness a signal, not a flaw. The same way hunger tells you that you need food. Loneliness tells you that something your brain requires, genuine mutual recognition, is currently missing. That night when you stood in the room full of people and felt alone, your brain was not wrong. It was reading the room accurately. It was telling you, in the only language it knows, that proximity is not the same as belonging, that being seen is not the same as being known, and somewhere underneath all the noise, it is still waiting for the same thing it has always been waiting for. Not a crowd, just someone who would notice if you were gone.